We're here today from the ULI floor with Clay Dickinson, who just spoke from a panel on Brazil. And Clay, can you talk a little bit about the hotel market and what you're seeing as far as primary, secondary, and tertiary investments?
Well, I think the big question on everyone's mind right now is the Rio. Between the World Cup and the Olympics coming, there's a lot of interest in the Rio market. That having been said, it's very difficult to find good sites in Rio. Land prices are very, very high. And so there's also a scarcity of capital. Hyatt was also on the panel with me, and they've made the decision to actually buy a piece of land and build the hotel themselves. And several others are actually looking into some of the markets that are not necessarily right on the beach, but are a little bit behind in some of the emerging commercial areas in Barra de Tijuca and in the new area of Brazil, or of Rio de Janeiro, which is the Porto de Maravilha area. There's probably going to be 4 or 5 hotel projects coming out of there.
So what else are you seeing as far as development broadly across all sectors with the World Cup coming up in the next few years?
One of the comments and one of the points that was made on the panel is the fact that, yes, the World Cup and the Olympics, one of the biggest things is about $50 billion of infrastructure improvements are going to be made as a result of that. It's going to be in stadiums, it's going to be in roadways, it's going to be in airport improvements. And so while you're going to get a temporary boost in demand because of these things, I think the longer term effect is it really provides the infrastructure for the economic decentralization that is already starting to occur to happen more easily. These airports will be used by business people in the future, by people with the logistics companies and things like that. That all generates demand for hotels. Primarily, it's going to be select service, mid-market, limited service type hotels, and they will be in these secondary and tertiary cities. The secondary cities will be state capitals or satellite cities around big gateways like Sao Paulo or Rio. And the tertiary cities will largely be driven by specific infrastructure projects like huge hydroelectric dams or industrial projects, automobile manufacturing plants, shipping terminals, things like that.